I'm Sara Stoll, and I was transferred here back in 2016, shortly after I had my son at a different hospital. I was a very healthy person. I had a very good pregnancy. Delivering my son was perfect. Everything went right. They did a colonoscopy at that time and found a large mass in my colon. At that point, my primary doctor and the doctor that did the colonoscopy told my husband and I at that time that it was most likely colon cancer because it was a very large mass. And that's when Dr. Bendon and Dr. Shapiro stepped in. And they sat down with my husband and I and just talked about everything from the minute I had my son to what was going on that day. And that's when we decided that the Da Vinci was the best option. And it wasn't even necessarily being convinced that this is a surgery I should do. It was a matter of really life or death. At that point, I didn't know if I was gonna make it home to my babies.
When Sara came in, she was recently postpartum. She had a newborn baby at home. She had a daughter that was going to have a birthday in the next couple of days and had really been through a lot when she came to Gundersen. She had been through a gamut of procedures, and what our thought is that she had a connection due to a complication from one of the previous surgeries between her uterus and the colon. And in the past, that would be a surgery where she'd have to have a big open incision, probably a 5 to 7 day hospital stay, and then maybe 6 to 8 weeks of recovery time. So for Sara, this was really a perfect opportunity to be able to do a surgery with small incisions, an overnight hospital stay, and then home to her family and a much quicker recovery time. And we were able to do that. And really for her family, for her newborn, her husband and her daughter, and to Sara herself, I think that was really important to us to be able to get her home to them as soon as possible.
I'll tell you what, as soon as my family came in, right after I had my surgery, they could not believe I had color in my face. They're like, you look like you're gonna live again. I'm like, I know. I just felt so good. I had good people that helped me take care of my little one when I got home, and I was back to work in less than 6 weeks. And it was all because of that, because of them and what they did.
I think that robotic surgery is really an evolution of surgery, that to be able to offer it to as many patients as possible is so beneficial to the community itself. And the impact that can have on a community is not just for that patient, but for their family, for their friends, for their workplace. And so the impact of such a gift to be able to give to patients is just so vast that really our community benefits, because the quicker people recover, the fewer patients that have complications from surgery, really the better off we are as a community and the better off our patients are in general.
Coming here and being in such great hands and knowing that these people are gonna save my life and really putting my life in their hands, I can't thank the doctors enough for what they have done. The surgery that they performed and what they did and how I recovered wouldn't have been able to happen if it wasn't for the donors that gave the hospital the funding and the resources to be able to provide this type of equipment to perform such a surgery, which led to a fast recovery and back to my life being happy at home with my kids. So thank you for everything that you have done for basically saving my life.